to tell you that energy never dies. Okay? And that even though Ron is not here right now, this present time, his energy will be back.
I appreciate you, April. It's time to celebrate now. That was a good motherfucking dude.
Dedicated to the homie Coon Daddy.
Action.
Further along we understand why. Cheer.
All-time greatest.
All-time greatest. I got you. Today in my life, I work in a professional environment where Coon and I met. We were laborers, tool belts on, dirty clothes every day, you know what I mean? 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., that's what we did. But then our lives became something else to where we were in construction management, right? And we went from where we were to this new elevation of what we were doing together. And I have to be 100% honest. Every project I had that I ran in construction from $3 million to $30 million to $70 million was all successful on early completion under budget. Like people couldn't even figure out how I did it. How did I do it? My assistant was Ronald Watson, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like I'm up in New York now and I'm ready to bring him up there to get involved. Like this is what we do. And so I called him and I'm like, man, you gotta come up to New York. Like I got you, it's time. I'll be down to get you at Thanksgiving, you know? Man, a week before Thanksgiving, he's gone, man. So I don't know, maybe there's something else. But I mean, like, to be honest, I don't know the right words. But I have to give gratitude to where I am in my life today because of
That connection.
We met on the job site. I was working for what's the guy named Spence Missionary Company. And you was at Trident, and we did all the missionary work in the stone. And after that job finished, Jeff told me, said, you want to work with me? I said, well, try that. So I went to my foreman and asked, where our next job going to be. He said he didn't know. Well, I know, I got me a job right now, So after everybody loaded up and went, he took all the equipment back to Columbia or wherever. I'm pretty sure the company was from Columbia, wasn't it, Clay? Wasn't Spence from Columbia?
I don't know, because I thought you're talking about Vendu, right?
Yeah, Vendu.
So yeah, they did the
Waterfront
outside. I was thinking Roper was there, but
No, Roper wasn't
Allen
there.
was in Mount Pleasant before that.
Yeah, we did,
The Ness Motley building.
yeah, we did the one next to the next Motley.
Yeah, that one
We did
too.
that condo.
Yeah.
We did that condo. And we didn't work for a while. Then we done the courthouse.
Right.
Spence done the courthouse. I worked with them for a little while there. And I couldn't get along with some of the guys they had in there,
Why
So,
not, man?
Man, they were so picky, man, They figured I was a apprentice masonry, and I was doing this all my life,
Right.
I left there, and I went to the Bendu range, and that's what I met Clay and the rest of those guys, I liked the way they work and everything. During the time I was there with Spence, I kept my eyes on y'all guys, because I, just strictly mason, we did all the brick and stone and stuff like that. And I said, yeah, I want to do some of the stuff right here. I will get in that hole with them and everything, Okay, I could see Clay and a couple other guys, they hung together and seemed like they worked as a team. I love teamwork, and they were getting a whole lot done. Clay, Irvin, Edward, and a couple more other guys. Whereas I knew Edward and Irvin, but it seemed as though Clay was their man. They worked along with Clay a lot. And so I wanted to get with that team. So we worked for about a month, and I got to meet Clay. Clay had a 91,
94.
94.
Talking about the Impala?
The Impala, yeah, the green Impala with, with the dually out. Yeah, and
What was it like working with him?
oh, like man, we get the job done. I mean, he was so much into his job. I mean, he was only a labor. I mean, this was the time he was only a labor, whereas I was a labor too. And we just worked our way up the ladder. And he was a very hard worker, and I love him for that. For the team he had, and for me joining the team, we all worked together as a team. And one project comes, another project comes, we finish it. Whatever needed to be done, we done it. And we got a feather in our cap, for completing projects after projects. It was a pretty good, big job.
How did you guys transition from being co-workers to best friends?
Just being around him every day. I get to know him, he get to know me, he met my family, and we just clicked. I mean, we had a bond where no other. I don't have friends, I had associates. And when I accept Clay to be my friend, we grew with that. And we was the best of friends from that day on. I say 20 years. From that day on, we was the best of friends. Everything I did, I shared with him. Everything he did, he shared with me, even our ideas. And we grew. And Clay grew along with the company. It took him a while. We ended up learning that job, that position real well when it came to construction, that part of the construction. And he learned it real quick. And he became one of the assets for the company. And once he was accepted in that company, they knowing what he could have done, and he grew from there. And every job that Clay was on, it took me along with them, every job since then.
What was the defining moment that you knew he was a special part of your life?
Okay, we was at the cigar factory. He gave me a position where I was about to be the labor foreman. I told him I didn't want to do that. He said, yeah, he said you was made to do that. He said, I'm gonna get you a crew and you get your project for me or whatever, and you handle it from there. I'll let you know what need to be done, and you put those guys on it. And we got real close. And at that time, things was pretty well set. We got real close. Clay got engaged with a female. I was his best man at the wedding, and we just grew from there. We all came up from scratch. I was living in a couple more other places before I moved here. And Clay was back and forth. He was moving around. He never really been settled, until he got married. And we got closer and closer and closer every day. My family accepted Clay. And we just grew together as of right now today. The person he is today and the person I am today, I mean, we grew up together like this. I mean, in 20 years, from that day one, we grew together. And the person he is today is a very kind-hearted man. I mean, he'll do things for anybody. He'll help anybody along the way. But you need to be true to yourself. If you're not true to yourself, he can sense that and he will back off from you. As long as you're true to yourself, he'll listen to what you got to say. But any other way, he won't back off from you. I know this from experience. And I am the same way too. I don't like a lot of negativity around me. As long as you're positive about yourself and you're true to yourself, and you can express that, without fumbling, and you'll get my divided attention. You know. Other than that, I'll let my ears do the talking. You know, I listen with my ears. A lot of people listen with their mouth. They run their mouth and don't give their ears a chance to hear what they say, and they slip up. That's all it takes.
And he had his accident. Talk to me
Oh,
about what you ex-
oh wow!
experienced, like what he experienced, and how he overcame that.
How I overcame
I mean,
it.
that's a good point, right?
Yeah.
Because, like we were talking earlier about how I wasn't paying attention to how much it was affecting people around me. So I don't mean to go another direction on you, Trinice, and tell me if I'm wrong, right? But what was it like for you? She's like,
Well,
you didn't even give me a chance to answer.
well, that day I'll never forget. I'll take it to my grave. I'll never forget that day, the time of day and everything. We all had lunch. Clay was busy all day anyway doing paperwork, and he went at a late lunch. He just bought himself a brand new Harley Davidson. He probably been about 3 weeks to a month since he had it. And he called me over at the office, said he was going to lunch. I said, don't go yet. I'll be over there in a second, talk to you before you go. And I left the building. I went to the office, and he said, we're going to get something to eat, like that. And Pete was there, and Pete wanted to know if I finished this project I had with these guys. I told him yes. So Clay could have leave, without thinking about what needed to be done, that thing like that. All the subcontractor was busy and everything. And he left about 1:30 to go to lunch, 1:45. So I went back in the building, messing around with the guys, shooting the breeze. I let them know that the superintendent just left and went to lunch, like that, right? And I put them on another project. About 30 minutes, an hour later, Pete came to me and said, Clay had an accident. It's like that. I said, an accident? What kind of accident? I said, he just left and went to lunch. He said, yeah, but I just got a call that he had an accident right on Rivers Avenue. You know? So I started feeling the worst. I started feeling the worst, and Pete told me that he got hurt off his motorcycle. And when he told me that, my heart dropped. My heart dropped. So I asked Pete, I said, take me where it happened at, Pete. He said, no, Ron. He said, no, stay on the job, stay on the job. I don't want you to go down there like that, right? I said, man, you got to take me down there, you know. So Pete took me, but halfway was a lot of traffic. And I never really got to the spot, but I seen the motorcycle was totaled. And we turned around, went back on the job, and I couldn't work anymore. I couldn't work anymore, so I asked Peter was okay if I could let these guys off early, because I was out of it. And so I told Pete, let me know, what's the outcome, of everything. And Pete came back to me another hour later, and he told me the worst. He said, yeah, he said Clay got messed up in the accident. They rushed him to the hospital and stuff like that. But when I learned that he lost his leg, it was about, I think the next day on the job, that's when Pete told me that he lost his leg, you know, an accident. He got T-boned right there on Rivers Avenue at the light. And I was just out of it, and oh man, I can visualize it right now, I hate to go through that. But then again, all that make me and him stronger. After that accident, I realized that. You know. I went to see him at the hospital, and I stood at the door of his room, and I got turned back around. My heart dropped, and I started crying. And during the years of his recovery, I was there every day with him. I made sure that he was all right, his wife. And that changed my life a whole lot too. I put more time that life is very precious. You only go around once. My sons and everybody prayed for him. They was there for him. They was there for him. He moved out one apartment to the next. Those sons and nephews and grandkids of mine, they was right there to help him out. They was right there to help him out. Yeah, they accept Clay as a brother. They accept him as a brother.
Tell me how you felt when he was in Australia.
Well, I knew what kind of procedure he was about to have, but my first time hearing about a procedure like that. The way he described it to me, they were going to drill holes in his bone, his leg, and beat a piece of steel in there. I was feeling that pain, Oh, man. So a procedure like that, it was costly, but it was worth it.
Like when no one else was around, not necessarily fault of their own or saying people just wasn't there for me, right? Like people had lives to live, right? And Ron had retired shortly after my accident happened, right? So we both just had time we both had time to give to another person. At the same time, we were both so used to waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and doing something till the sun went down and only going home to eat and sleep. Like that was our life for, like what you said, like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
That was our life. We were not the vacation or take the weekend off or leave early for something kind of people,
Hey, this your big bubble, man. Give me a call back, bro. I talked to you in a week and a half, man. Let me know something. What's up with you? He was talking about going to Hollywood and making music and things like that. Up until a year ago, 2 years and a half ago, he made it happen. I probably wouldn't see him for about a week. I want to know where you been, man. Why you call me? Oh man, I was out in LA, like that. I met Busy Bone and these guys. I said, Busy Bone, the rapper. He said, yes. He said, I'm about to record some stuff. So I'm going to send you some stuff on the phone. And he sent me some stuff on the phone with him and Busy and the rest of the production team. You know, and I was happy for him. And
How do you feel about the music?
oh yeah, he picked a good thing. The music was fine. The music was fine, you know. For him to be a rookie producer, he did it the right way. He really did it the right way.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song is Misery.
Why?
I mean, it's about life. It's a true song. And I felt it as more like pretending to play. That song, Misery. And when I heard the title of it, I just know what it's going to be. For Busy rapping about it. I mean, he raps so fast. You know, Clay have to break it down to me what he's saying and things like that. But the majority of the lyrics was about Clay life.
Do you remember where we were the first time they recorded that song? Like the first track that I got? You don't remember because I was working on that. We was out with the Mexican guys at Bonnie Doon at the Emmaus retreat. We was at the retreat.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was at
What-
the retreat in
what-
Water Bar.
What did you think about that retreat? And how did that affect your life? And what did you think about those people that you met?
Oh, the guys that I met at the retreat, it was amazing. And those guys really put more of Jesus Christ in me, you know. But all the time they were telling me that you got to try it, Ron, you got to try it, the retreat. And I decided to make my mind up to go on a retreat with him. It was amazing. It really was amazing. I thought I had God in my life, you know, but I really didn't, you know, until I went on the retreat.
Got a feeling
Hey, ready, bro.
everything's gonna be
I don't know if you've been in
alright.
yet, but
Oh, I got
I'm
a
ready now.
feeling everything's gonna be alright. Oh, I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright.
I met Coon and the sister just as well,
Jesus told me
and we got out,
everything
and we just became close. And the relationship that I had with that brother right there, a lot of people don't even understand from being a man. Coon is a man.
Everything that you said, you know, good father, good brother, you know, good friend, Ronald Watson, you know, a galloping champion. You know, he never laid low for nothing. You know, he always liked the best of everything. And he did the best of everything. Yes. You know, even down to friendship, shooting marbles, pitching the peg, all the things that we did as children up until adults. You know, he was a bricklayer, I was a bricklayer. You know, we went on job and represent. You know, Ronald said, no, these are coming around the corner with you. They're coming around the corner with you. Next thing you know, the boating was up. You see, and that's how galloping he was. You know, the spirit of Ronald traveled many ways with many people. He was always in the hand of God. First thing he ever told me was about his family. You know, he loved his mother, he loved his sisters, he loved his brothers. You know, he said, these I died for them. They can take me, leave them. You know, and that's one greatest thing that you can hear from a brother.
During every Thanksgiving, he fried the turkeys and everything. And everybody just looked for Granddaddy to fry the turkey. So one person, my Aunt Peanut, don't get me for this, but she came, she brought the turkey, and I can just remember my Granddaddy saying, well, what is this? Granddaddy looked at the turkey, he said, well, that turkey's so small we can cook the turkey in the oven. I just remember my Granddaddy saying that, and that's pretty much it. Truly we miss Granddaddy. Love him.
You know, he gave us everything that we wanted. We never wanted for nothing. You know, to the sisters, to the brothers, to Aunt Poopy, to the family. He loves us. He will see us again. Family, we ask that everybody in there stick with us, you know, because this journey is far from over. It is just beginning. But remember that the Lord is always on our side. He will always see us through. He loves everybody in here. You, me, the lady in the corner over there. You know, look at all these people in here. This ain't nothing but love, nothing but support. And he always showed us love and support, so it's only right that we do the same for him, his family, his friends, his sisters, his brother, his wife, his kids, his children, his grandchildren. It's a must that we live on for him, that we proceed his legacy. Justin, I am proud of you. Grandchildren, I am proud of you. Everyone in here, he is proud of us. So, everyone is loved. Peace and blessings. Thank you.
My memory with my brother is always love, conflict resolution. I'm 52, I've never ever seen him angry. I haven't. I remember he came to North Carolina to my daughter's 16th birthday, who he calls affectionately Biscuit. She's probably somewhere in here. And there was a lizard in the house after my other sisters left. And I was like, I'm not going downstairs. He's carrying the GD lizard scared of you. I said, I'm not going downstairs. He said, Karen, the lizard is scared of you, Kay. I said, well, you get the lizard out there and you show me. He brought that lizard upstairs. I think I was locked in the bathroom. I said, you got to get, he said, you want to see the lizard? And then I told him, I said, Coon, I need some things to have done around the house. He said, Kay, well, you know I'm going to get up early. I said, well, I work nights. I'm not getting up early. And we went to Lowe's and Home Depot. My brother, he put up the blinds. He said, you live in the hill without curtains, Kay? No, I ain't got no curtains. I put on no curtains. He put up blinds. He caulked the bathroom. He just did everything. And I can remember us going out to a restaurant. It was called Old Chicago. And he ordered a turkey Cobb salad. And the waitress said, you look very handsome, young man. I said, don't you be talking to my brother like that. And he told the lady, he said, that's my baby sister. He said, my sisters, them are very protective. I said, yes, we are. I said, don't you call him handsome. We call him handsome. And I just enjoyed him. I really, really enjoyed him. And when I went to work nights, and when I came back, he said, Kay, I think I'm ready to go back. I said, well, I got a little bit more for you to do. He said, Kay, that gonna cost you a pack of cigarettes. I said, okay, I can do that. I can do that. And he just worked and he painted the bath. He just did everything, and I really, really enjoyed him. And all I can say right now is sleep on, my brother. Take your rest. We love you more, but we know most definitely God loves you best.
Uncle Coon, even though I'm not Patricia's own son, I'm Joanne's youngest son, but I stayed at the house just as much as everybody else. He never treated me differently. Ever since I've been little, he always taught me to do the right thing. Even when in anger, he never let me step out the wrong way or do anything wrong. And I'm at peace with him because I always told him how much I loved him. So I just want to tell him thank you. Because I'm 31 years old, never been in no real trouble. I get ready to start my own business, and he taught me never to say no, never let nobody tell me not to do anything. And I just want to tell him thank you because he helped me become a man. I'm standing here today because he looked out for me. That's the best man I can ever say. He's a man. He had his faults, but I love him to death. So, thank you, Uncle Coon. I love you.
Ron is my family. His family is my family. We worked together for 25 years, side by side, day for day, for all the time. And if you got a job, you know that you spend more time with those people that you work with than you may at home. We both retired about the same time as well, and we spent those days together. I've lost people in my life that have never affected me the way it is with my brother Ron. This is all friends and family, so we all know how he lived, right? Amen. If we're going to be truthful about it, right? I just want to tell you, I miss him and I love him. This man taught me how to love myself at a time when I wasn't loving myself. And today I'm a better man because I do love myself. Amen. And then I read in the Bible the other day, it's God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. If you know Ron and the God of my understanding, I wish they loved themselves as much as they did the world. Ron loved y'all, man. He loved his wife, his grandchildren, his children, his brothers, his sisters, and his friends as well. Like, truly loved them. I'm proud to have known this man. And thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ronald was my best friend, me, him, and Claire. We worked together on most of the jobs. And Coon was a good man.
To the family, giving honor to God. I know Coon saying something. It's been a long time. He used to teach me right from wrong. I can't come up the yard. If I come up the yard, he used to run me back in the yard. I used to be the youngest one, hanging out with the older cats. And he showed me everything about life. And I'm going to truly miss him. Because every time he see me, Babaloo, come in, man, I need to talk to you, man. That's an old Coon, huh? Not today, Coon. But just to hear his voice when he see me and we see each other, we greet one another with love. And the most I can say right now to the family, he was the best. A good man, a good husband, and a good father. What more can you ask for?
Tell me what it was like growing up with Mr. Coon.
I refuse to answer that underground and man incriminate me. That was my close. I'm an urbanite. We were in business, but we had fun growing up though. We played a lot of basketball and the Y when we made our own skateboards in 1968. And I fell and hit my elbow. And he turned around and came and helped me out.
And in that moment, what did you notice about him in that moment?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I said, the only thing I can say that we were friends since we were 12 years old. I know all the Watson family. And I mean, we just grew up together from the age of 12. You know, as we got older, we just went each other way. That's Ronald Watson. We used to take the fire extinguisher in Burke High School and spit in the hallway. I stopped. Don't you stop me now, I quit that. That was it. Come on, let's leave that alone. That's it.
Oh, we met. I used to deal with one of the sisters. And we met, you know, me, Doris, Diane, Ronald, you know. They used to live on Bogart Street, then I used to go by the house, you know. And we have fun. Had a sweet moms. Whole family was sweet. Now Papa's a little rock, you know, to Charlie. He ain't no joke. You got to be right when you come to his daughters, you know. But everything wonderful, though. Good out of prison. He give you a shirt off your back. He can help you out, he'll help you out. One thing about him. Good man. Also a good friend.
Tell me about a memory or a story that probably stuck out with you that you knew that he was somebody special in your life.
When we first met, you know, I found out that, you know, because he been always free-handed, you know, we do things together, we hang out, go to Bob Nichols, back in the days, 99 cents. We hang out, you know what I mean? And after that, we never had no argument, nothing between none of us. We worked together on a few jobs. And you always been the same person, never changed. Never changed. You can look for him, he one way all the time. No difference. That's my friend. That ain't.
Tell me, is there anything that you want to say to the family?
Family, you must a good brother, and the wife, you must a good husband. So, but you're going to a better place, you know. You got to suffer no more. You're kind of ill. You'll be all right.
Only thing I can say, Coon, rest in peace. You did your job. You went back home, and God got a plan for you. And your family will be taken care of.
Coon used to wear this trench coat, and we used to call him Teddy Pendergrass. I don't know if he could sing, but we would always call him Teddy Pendergrass. He used to smile. Like I said, he's a sharp dresser and everything. He used to babysit my son Kevin. When me and my husband ain't in no condition to babysit him. That's how good of a person he is. I just love him so much. He's always been in all my kids' life. He tells me when I'm wrong and everything. And when I would come to town, because I don't live here, I'd always check on my boys, and he'd say, "Leave them boys alone, Joanne. Let him be a man." He's a wonderful man. Wonderful, wonderful man. Here come his sister.
My daughter. Say something about Uncle Coon.
I'm one of Uncle Coon's niece. I'm really going to miss him so much. Love you, Uncle Coon.
We love you. Sharp dresser.
Yes, we do love
Teddy Pendergrass.
Yes, my brother was the sharpest man there is, the legend, the real OG.
My friend had left us, but my friend still with us.
Yes, he is.
And our friend is always will be with us because the friendship we had will never go away.
All right. We will meet him again.
We will.
Fly high, my brother. Fly high.
We love him.
They call me Mac. So I'm a friend of the family. I used to always be in their house. Me little boy eating all the good breakfast, good dinner, paying putty patch, drinking that Crown Royal. That's how we used to get down. But most important, man, sleep in peace, Coon, man. You very much, very loved. You know what I mean? Wish I had more time with you, but you going to a better place, no more headache, no more sorrow, no mortgage, none of that crazy stuff, you know what I mean? So continue to watch over all us, man. Much love from me, and much love from everybody, man. Salute, one love.
I never really called him Coon. I always known him as Ron or Ronald, you know. Now and then we're having a little fun, I would call him Coon, but to me he was Ronald, you know. And to me he was my brother, my dearest and closest friend. Someone I spoke to every day, 25 plus years, we stayed in touch, you know. Ron was a person that loved me when I did not love myself. And for that, I'm forever grateful. When I think back on the way that Coon lived his life, I have a feeling that he did not love himself the way he loved other people. And my one wish for him would be that he loved himself the way he did the world, you know. There's a lot of people here today, a whole lot of people, a whole lot of food for a few days. People are mourning and celebrating a life. I believe he was here. Coon, if you was here, you should see these motherfuckers at your house, man. Because some of them, I know you'd like me to run off, but for your wife, I'm not going to do that. right now, man. But people are celebrating you and they loved you, you know what I mean? Me and Ron worked together for a long time in construction, and about the time I had a major catastrophic injury that left me where I could not work in construction for a while. About that time, Ronald got sick as well and was unable to work construction. So I began a career in the music and entertainment industry which no one knows was actually financially backed by Ronald Watson. And Ronald Watson was the benefactor and silent partner / owner of the Misery Project with Busy Bone. And for that, I'm grateful. And also, Ronald supported some projects with Young Gritty from the Gritty Art Studios with Frank Nitti. And when I had told them about the passing of Ronald Watson, they're probably the only ones that knew that Ronald was a supporter of these projects, you know. And so when that happened, so when I told them about the passing of Ron, first thing Young Gritty and Vision and Frank Nitti did was put together a tribute album. You know, and we hired Your World on Film to help bring this thing together because it's my wish to immortalize my brother's name and to show respect on him for the friendship and love that he gave me. We're gonna love you forever, brother. I miss you, love you, man. I'll see you in my dreams, man. Peace.
Celebration for you. Celebrated, dedicated. Celebration for you. Celebrated, dedicated.
Dedicated to the homie Coon Daddy, riding in the caddy, sipping Crown Royal, smoking on a joint by the alley, talking about the old days, playing spades on the block, listening to Luther Vandross on a yacht. Got a wife named Trish and a son named Rail, a stepson named Chris. Got a story to tell, specially dedicated. Put up your glass cause we celebrate, coming together, never separated. This about the legacy of Ronald, may his memory live. This a toast, grab a cup, let the party begin. Good food on the grill, put one in the air. All his family together like when he was here. I know he's smiling in heaven, looking at all of y'all. We staring at all the pictures of you that's on the wall. Just know we miss you in our hearts, you forever living. About to pour another drink, it's only the beginning.
Celebration for you. Celebrated, dedicated. Celebration for you. Celebrated, dedicated. To you.
Today we celebrate the life of the homie Coon. A dedication to my friend, that's what homies do. From California to Carolina, we hold it down. In love and memory, Ronald, you up in heaven now. Fried turkey for everybody at Thanksgiving. I know you looking over wifey and your grandchildren. Wishing heaven had a phone, but I know you here. Feeling like you never left, wipe away the tears. Put your lighters in the air, this for OG Coon. Put that Henny in the cup, we gon' act a fool. Put that weed inside a blunt, we gon' roll a few. You up in heaven with your moms and your brothers too. Do this in your name, shout out brother Clay. A celebration to our friend, they don't know the pain. See your face in the clouds, we gon' hold it down. Pulling up to 55 Drake when I'm in the town.
Celebration for you. Celebrated, dedicated. Celebration for you. Celebrated, dedicated. To you.